Hi, Ken.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks so much for meeting us.
Of course.
Now, what's your role at Sanford?
I am the Director of Graduate Studies for the Masters of Public Policy program.
And where are we and why?
We are at Meredith College in Raleigh, and this is Jones Chapel, which is on the Meredith College campus, and I am a member of the Raleigh Symphony Orchestra, where I play viola, and we're having a rehearsal tonight for a concert on Saturday.
And what do you have with you?
This is my viola right here.
How did you start playing?
Well, it's an interesting story. I started on violin when I was a teenager, and then in graduate school when I was playing in the orchestra had 40 violins and 5 violas, and I asked the conductor if he would mind if I learned viola, and it's been uphill ever since.
Now, many at Sanford might be surprised that you play with an orchestra. Is it a secret?
Oh, no, not at all. It's just a bit of therapy for me. It's something that helps me take my mind off some of the things at work and do something a little bit different, and I also meet a lot of different people.
Your wife is musical too.
Yeah, she plays violin. We met in the orchestra in college, and we play together, and we like doing that.
How long have you been at Sanford?
25 years.
How did you begin your career?
I began my career as a journalist, and then there was a moment where I had a call from a professor who said, "You want to go back to graduate school?" And it was a point where there was no place to go in my job, and so I said, "Well, yeah, let's try this." Went to graduate school and ended up at Duke.
How did you choose public policy?
Public policy, I guess, chose me. I got my PhD in political science with an emphasis in international relations and comparative politics, but I got hired at the School of Public Policy, and then I learned a lot more and stayed.
You lead the Master of Public Policy program. What do you hope that our students will learn in one word?
Without question, compassion.
Okay, let's go inside now. What is your favorite class to teach?
That's hard. That's like choosing a favorite child. I think my favorite class to teach is probably my technology policy class.
What is your students' favorite class to take from you?
Again, a hard choice because the classes are so different, but I think the students in the honors program like the individual interaction with the honors thesis program.
Is there a surprising fact about the MPP program?
Well, not very surprising, but as we all know, it's grown quite a bit in the last few years, and we've tried to grow with it.
I'll let you get your instrument out.
Okay. It's part of the process of getting ready for the rehearsal.
Do you have a favorite concert or gig that you've played?
Oh, really good question. I've played some really beautiful, I had opportunities to play a lot of beautiful pieces across the years, but I think the Mahler Second Symphony when I was in college was probably the most moving concert I've ever played.
Do you ever get stage fright?
I used to, but I don't. If I were a soloist, I would probably get stage fright, but being a viola player in the middle of the orchestra, that's good for me.
Is there any connection between playing in an orchestra and public policy?
An interesting question. I think you have to learn how to do something and listen and watch at the same time. It's not the same as multitasking, but you have to have eyes and ears all around you so you can watch the conductor and see and listen to the other players.
Okay, you can go ahead and sit down.
All right.
Will you play for us now?
A couple of measures of the C.P. Bach Viola Concerto, sure.
Okay, last question. Why does public policy matter?
I think it matters because it can make a difference. Sometimes people think politics and public policy are the same thing. They're not. Politics are a part of public policy, but public policy actually makes a difference in people's lives, even if it's incremental.
Well, it's wonderful. Thank you so much for having us, and we hope you have a great rehearsal.
Happy to be here. Thanks.